Yeah, no, I was gonna say I think I recall the brief conversation that you had with Chanot in the presser. I'm pretty sure it was after that Toronto game in Connecticut, where his answer was a little weird to me in the fact I think you were asking him about those tactics, and he was talking to the fact that he doesn't really concern himself with tactics, and it's basically what the coach says is what he does. So to answer any tactics questions would be a little weird for him, but if he is going to push into the attack, it seemed like it would be helpful if he maybe approached it as a little more creatively. You get what I'm saying?
I think he's kind of uncomfortable with it.
Yeah,
I think he admitted in that presser that he was kind of uncomfortable with it. He was hesitant at first, but that once he's getting the trust of himself, his manager, and the teammates, and the other training staff there, that he's feeling more confident doing it. But yeah, I mean, you could definitely see that confidence because he was flying in Toronto up there the whole game.
Yeah, it's only going to be better. I mean, that's the way to break that high press. The teams, we've always had a problem with teams that give us the high press, and that's the way to break it. If you have center backs that can step between, those forwards and that winger and utilize that space to move the ball past them, that's a great way to spark your offense. And that's where I give credit to Ronnie, like for making Maxime sort of play outside of his comfort zone there and develop as a player, and not just rest on the fact that he's a really good player on our team, but he can always be better, and that's an exciting challenge that he's issued to him in my mind. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like probably over the course of Chanot's career, he's really just been that big and strong center back that's on the back line. He doesn't really have much pace, but what he does bring to the table is an excellent knowledge of spacing and technically speaking where people need to be. We've kind of alluded to in the past, and it's sort of seemed like it's maybe shifted more towards Sean as of lately, but that Chanot is kind of the guy that is really placing everyone in the defense and barking most of the time, most games, to make sure that people are being led along that back line to sort of hold our defense together.
Yeah, that's been one of the most fun things this year for me, as far as like watching games without fans in the stand, is that you really get to see who the leaders and the vocal guys are in this team. Yeah. And it's amazing. Like Sean Johnson, his voice in the defense is amazing. You can really see him like moving people around, and you see that with Chanot too. He is one of those guys that does sort of place people and get people in positions. He's a smart player. I think we have a lot of smart players on our team, and that's a really good thing. And they're just gelling, and I think the back line is going to be fine. They're going to be fine coming forward.